What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Mask Momentum video. Peter here, fresh off a progress victory the day before. I qualified for the Pro Tour in Amsterdam here, but let's look back at the final game here, the Pro Tour in LA here. We got Max on Dorinthea versus Arthur on Dromai here in the finals of PT LA. I got my qualification for the next PT on Kano, obviously. XO run into winning it all, and got that gold full crucible. So slowly pimping my deck out on the equipment suite as well. But looking at this game here, Max wanted to go first as the Dorinthea player versus Dromai here. This traditionally is like probably one of your worst matchups in the game. Dromai versus Dory usually is just like versus Warrior specifically is just like insane. Also, this turn is insane by Dory. So he's starting to block 3, then the Wave of Reality is gonna pop, so he's gonna take 2 here. He's gonna get the Agility token, and it's gonna have Go again from the Shifted Tides of Battle. He's going to get that Spectral Shield token, and then he's going to come in there. Also, both these have Dominate because of the Spill Blood here. So the second one's going to come in for 7 here. 7 Dominate. He's going to block for 3. And then the Spectral Shield's going to pop, so he's going to block 4. And then he's going to take 3 here. So, going to start with a chill 35 here. From the Dromai player. Basically, the only way for Dorinthea to win this is not through like incredible value, it's through just killing your opponent. Every single you won't win like because of how the dragons work. Like you have a number of poppers to like keep it right. Else you have a couple of tech cards that if it deals damage to your opponent, it also does it to the ally, or like I think it's called Cleave. It's like a 1 for 4, but this is considered very heavy favored for Dromai, but that doesn't really mean too much when it comes to this game a lot of the time. Let's look at what we can do here from Arthur's side. You can always pop that gold here. It looks like he has a Rabble, a Blaze Headlong, Blaze Headlong, a couple other. I was gonna start with the Rabble here. It's gonna Yendra, I believe, is going to be on top of the library here. Rebel 4 with Go again here. Max is going to be able to get that value from the Valiant Dynamo because he does have the Agility token. If he has any yellow or blue in his hand, he will be able to swing both, so he can block the additional 1 the following turn as well. See what else we can do here. Looks like he has a Rake in hand as well, so it looks like Rabble, Blaze Headlong, Rake. So if he wants to, you just go Rabble, Blaze. Arthur, thinking about his play here. Did take the first 4 here from Max. See if he takes the second 4 with this Blaze Headlong here. Fourth Go again with this Blaze Headlong here. Blaze Headlong, one of my favorite cards ever since it came out in Uprising. Had a lot of fond memories playing 5 with that card. Maybe one day 5 will become good again. Takes 4 here, goes to 32. It's gonna come in with that other Rabble as well, so just do another 4, reveal the same card. So attack for 3 card 12 here, incredible. Four, and then 4. See what else Max, if he wants to block this final 4 here. Okay, it looks like he is. So he's gonna block the last 4. Arthur's gonna have that Rake in his arsenal here. Max didn't have an arsenal the following turn on the previous turn on turn 0 here, so he's just working with 3 cards here. He's gonna start with his hatchet to go again from that agility token that was made from the last turn from that Shifted Tides of Battle. That card has incredibly impressed me every single time I've been watching these more Dorinthea decks happen. It has impressed me more and more every single time I've seen it. This Shifted Tides. Sometimes it is just a yellow block 3, but at other times it's like double go again, and that is incredible, especially in this deck, to where you have a lot of go again innately in the deck. That's like you play so many cards, but sometimes you just draw all the damage cards and not the go again cards, and that agility token, super good. Plus you can block for 9 and then just come in with a 1 card 5, which is also very good. Arthur, thinking about his play here, looks like he has a Yenderai that he was reeled off the top. Just want to take 2 here. Then we got a hit and run, and then it's going to be a 6 off the hatchet of mind here. And then he has that hit and run, so he's going to get go again. He can also swing the other hatchet because he hit the first with the Dorinthea ability. So this is going to be 2, 6, and then 3 here. And then he could arsenal that card if he wants to at the very end. Arthur's going to take the full 6. Something that I've seen him do through this entire top 8 is aggressively take a large chunk of damage to be able to enact his 4 or 5 card hands early. Just really go to like 20 a lot of the time, and then start playing, be able to start playing the game here. Down to 24, 32 here. Max is pretty happy about this interaction as well. Does need to do a significant amount of damage to Arthur to try to get himself into this game and not get outvalued by the dragons later down the line. Arthur pitches that Nourishing Emptiness and a Themi here to draw off that gold. Get 2 Ash here. By the time this comes out, Dromai will probably be LL'd. Rip Dromai. I personally thought the deck was good. I thought it was good for the format. It was a pretty gatekeep deck. It was like Icelander. Both of those decks kind of gatekept a lot of things in the format, which are perfectly fine to be things. I never had a problem with Dromai. I did not like playing against it, but I did think it was needed for formats to not be so linear. Illusionist has always been kind of like that to me, to where like I don't really like playing against Illusionist, but it is very needed in the game. I think the permanent decks are kind of needed. See how Prism does once Dromai has left. I know it has gotten a decent amount of popularity recently. Got the Ash Wings coming in here for 1. Alright, he's going to take it, and then there's going to be a CNC coming in the end for 6 here. Gets that value block with the Valiant Dynamo here. Looks like Max has a Blade Runner in his hand here, so he can just go that blue pitch into Hatchet here. Alright, does block the 6 here, keeps that arsenal. Blade Flurry and a... I forget the blue that draws a card if you've blocked. I always forget what that card's name is. Still has his crown here for that. Also, he's going to... Okay, so he's going to hit the Ashwing here, and then he's going to Blade Runner from Arsenal. And then he has a Hit and Run end run here is going to be 8 with go again. And then you can use the Tunic resource to swing the first one because it has hit, and so Dorinthea will allow you to swing again. And it's going to be able to swing that for 3 here. So pretty cool, killing an Ashwing, and then is going to be able to present 11 damage at your opponent as well. See what Arthur can do here. Looks like he just has a hand of like at least 3 dragons here. A little awkward for him, but seems pretty good. Because a Themai, because he only has 1 Ash, so that Uvia that's in his hand isn't going to do too much value here. Doesn't have a significant amount of Ash to where that can get a lot of value. Themai probably doesn't have an insane amount of value in this game either. It's just going to be probably like a big butt dragon here. So he is going to take this full 8 here, go to 19. And then we're going to get that Tunic. Then he's going to kill an Ashwing, actually. Okay, he's going to kill the Ashwing instead of going faced here. The first Astral Swing makes sense to go into an Ashwing. The second one probably makes sense too, to keep it so he doesn't repeatedly take a whole bunch of damage every single time. He's going to actually play out this Themai. He had a Rake here. His hand really didn't function unless he kept basically the entire hand here. It happens a lot with Dromai. See what else Max has in his hand. Doesn't look, he hasn't drawn a popper yet. Wonder if he has. I didn't go back and watch and see if there's poppers in the list. I would assume that there is a couple. Okay, attacks for 3, attacks for 1, and then is an attack for 2 off the mirror guy. Usually you don't want to, but Arthur is 11 points down here. He needs to get his value off of these dragons here. Eventually in this game, Max is not going to be able to clear the entire board. Okay, got that Hatchet the Blade Order here, and then he's going to kill the mirror guy. Which is pretty good. Doesn't have an additional go again here, so is just going to Arsenal and pass. So just clears 2 dragons here. So he's trying to keep the board pretty clear here before he can start doing some stuff. Okay, I see the CNC from Max's side, so he does have a couple poppers here and a take it on the chin. This is going to be the time to where he's going to play the first tome here. We can get a good look at what Arthur wants to use here. So it's going to be another Nourishing Emptiness. Does not have the Dominate. That one's the pretty easy one to go back. It's going to make the 2 Ashers actually pretty important because he's only at 1 Ash. So it's going to go to 3. Gets rid of the defense reaction. So it wants to be able to use the... Maybe he can use all 3 of these cards from his currently. Let's play another Maragai or Magi. I don't really know. And then it's going to attack for the Themai for 3. No Phantasm here. You know, you get the CNC in his hand. This could be block with your helmet play, and then you can draw a card if you really wanted to from Max, but looks like you just have a take it on the chin to get an agility token. Can't actually cast a take it on the chin because of Themai, so it's not really an option that he can do. Also, does somebody say that you can't activate the... Oh, we might not be able to activate the hat because of Themai either. She's gonna rake, but only get 2 Ashwings here. Pretty sure you have an Asvalai in his hand as well. I think if this was the play, I think I would have just kept the defense reaction and played Asvalai and then Arsenal the favor scene. This was actually get his Miragi popped here. So Arsenal that last card. Yeah, I don't know. I would have been inclined to do that, but he might think that Max is just gonna try to clear his board the entire time, which it seems like he's kind of pivoting into. So he's gonna kill that Ashwing here, and then there's no Blade Runner it. See if he has an additional go again here, or he's just gonna kill, or it is just gonna go face. Looks like for 6. He still has that Take It on the Chin here in his hand. Reset the Valiant Dynamos as well to be able to block additional 1. We got a Graveyard check here. See what Arthur wants to do. He can block here. Additionally, a Shift to Tides of Battle would be really good here if it came from the arsenal. And then you could pitch and come in with that hatchet. Arthur thinking here. Okay, isn't it just get reacted upon? Just get another +3. This is gonna take 9 here. Ooh. Going to 10 really early into this game. 10-24 here. This Hatchetdory has been called probably the most boring Flesh and Blood that people have seen in a while. Which, you know, is what it is. I think, I personally don't have fun playing this Hatchetdory list, but, I do think it's interesting. Hatchets were not something that was on my mind, going into this PT, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it topped at the European event, and I looked at it a little bit, but was not. I thought maybe it was just like, you know, a one-time battle hardened thing, and then I just kept seeing so many of the copies in top, you know, the two in top 8 and a couple more in other places, and like 32, and I was like, damn, this deck is actually for real here. So looks like we have the Kylori here. We're just gonna swing with the Ashwing first. So coming for 1. If he doesn't pop this one, he's going to take a card plus a Valiant Dynamo from his Kylori if he swings it. So is choosing to swing it as well. So this is going to be 4 go again. Kylori coming in for 4 here. This is going to get a card and that Valiant Dynamo, and then he's going to swing that Thamai as well. So he just has a Hold the Line, another a Goblet, and then has a Go Again card in his hand. We know he has a Take the Chin in his arsenal. He's going to take the 3 off the Thamai here. So to play that Asfly finally from his arsenal here, and he's going to come in for 2 and 1 Arcane. Max thinking about what he can do here. He's gonna take the 3 here. Then we have a dust up coming in as well, so it's gonna be 4. There's no block 4 here with the 2 equipment. Alright, and then Artist is gonna pass back. Has the board lead, is gonna be 10 to 13 here. He's gonna use that Spill Blood to kill that Themai here to unlock his arsenal here and get that 2 copper token. And make that Goblet here, create the double token. See what his last touch is gonna go into. Probably Kyloria here, if I had to guess. Yep. Goes 3 into that Kyloria. He's gonna clear just like 2 of the big dragons here. He wants to take. Usually, I'd probably say it'd probably be Asvali, the other one, but because he has uniquely to take it on the chin in his arsenal, he definitely wants to get that out of the way here. I think there's another tome peeking in the corner of Arthur's hand here. Looks like a tome, an E-Strike, a Themai, and a Billowing. Billowing, Themai, E-Strike, and a tome here. Arthur does not have any Ash. I think he's kind of inclined to play this tome here, although he's going to give his opponent a draw with the balance. Draws 2, sees another tome here. It's definitely not what you really want to see. I'd probably pitch the tome and then the Themai in the hand. I was going to get rid of the Billowing here. I mean, okay, you can go Dromai. If he doesn't have a popper, then you can draw a card off the E-Strike, which is pretty good. So make 2 Ash here, have the 2 resources. Furnace to 3 resources here. So I'm gonna play Themai actually. I think if I max here, I'm definitely shooting the take it on the chin from my arsenal 100% of the time right now. And then he's also going to pop in that balance, because if he doesn't do that right now, he won't be able to do it. Just going to draw the card here. Does not use it. Max looks like he has the cleave, or the one before. It has a couple poppers in his hand, 2 amnesias. Look at this Dromai here. Go to 0 Ash again from Arthur. Arthur really playing on the edge of like not having Ash like 90% of the time in a lot of his games here. So gets the popped on the first one. He still had the E-Strike in the hand. Ash can come through. He's gonna block with that Valiant Dynamo. So attack with that Asvali here. He's gonna take the Arcane, go to 12. I'll pop this one as well. Max is doing a really good job of keeping the dragons to a minimum here. Has now had put a lot of pressure early. Has kind of taken a lot of damage and not done a lot of damage back here, because he has been clearing for the majority of this mid game here. Looks like we have a Sigil, a Sink Below, a Blaze, and a E-Strike here. Start with an Amnesia for 6 here. 6 go again. Hits a hero, cards and tokens they control. Can't gain names or until the start of the next turn. So I had 3 poppers in that hand actually. I wonder if Amnesia makes it so like you can't play dragons because the Ash is a token. Oh, isn't Ash a token? I don't know what an Ash is technically considered. Is a material. I know Ash has like always been like a weird resource at all. Partly the reason why people always have trouble with Dromai, because random Does it matter or not? I think that's what the question is here, is like, does this amnesia matter? Because Arthur definitely has at least a dragon in his hand. Arthur thinking. See what he decides to do. So has 2 floating plus a tunic resource here. If Dory just has a... I'm pretty sure the ticket on chin is still in the arsenal here. Just sees the 3 of a kind of amnesia from this hand plus the balanced draw here. And used the CNC, so that's 4 poppers gone. Pretty sure there's a cleave in the hand, the 1 for 4, that if it does damage, it also does damage to another one. We do know that there's the E-Strike in the arsenal. So the Flame Sail play here, block for 2. It's going to come in with that Sink Below most likely. Let's see what else we have here. So let it resolve. No Sink Below here is going to play that cleave. When it attacks, it gets +4, and when it hits a hero or an ally, you can do that much damage to another ally controlled by the same hero. So if it does if it deals damage to Dromai specifically, it can do it to another one or to a ally. And if it doesn't damage the ally, you can do it to another ally, but it can't go face if it hits the ally first. Pretty interesting. I know this card really hasn't been played a lot, but it's after this Axis build has come out, I've seen it a lot more. Cool tech choice in the sideboard actually, from the cleave. So it's gonna do 6 damage to the Themai, and it's gonna kill the Ashwing as well. So just don't put Arthur at 0 Ash. So 0 Ash, 0 dragons in the field, 10-12 here. We have a Take It on the Chin in the arsenal for... We have an E-Strike in the arsenal for Arthur that he's going to play out here. Let's see what he bottoms specifically. He's going to draw a card here, so he's going to use the Snapdragon Scalers here. Get a little bit of information of what he can do. Looks like Max has another popper in his hand. It has a CNC and then some other. Does have to take it on the chin here, so you would have go again. Like he would have an agility token if he chooses to. Okay, uses that take it on the chin here. So get that agility token, he's going to take 3 here, go to 9. You got Blaze Headlong for another 4 here. Does it take it on the chin? And that Dominate card here. So blue, take it on the chin. Dominate card in CNC. Well, it looks like the camera actually goes out here. Just wanna skip until it's good. Alright, he's gonna take that 4 here to go to 5. from Max. Then it's going to be an E strike, most likely for 7 here. I say most likely for 7, but he's thinking about it right here. He's definitely not go again, so he's going to be a draw card or that 7. He's going to do the draw card, so it draws the card. So be another 5. So he's coming for 14 off this basically 4-card hand. It's pretty good. Does he give out the CNC now? He does have to block with at least 1 card here. Take it on. He could take it on the chin here, and go to 2. Okay, he's gonna block with the CNC, and the Brayford Spacious here is gonna take 1 down to 4. Arthur's at 10. What are you thinking about Flame Scale Furnishing here just to make the Ash for the following turn? Okay, is gonna pitch the Flame Scale Furnace, give up the Red Dust Up here. Red Dust Up doesn't have a insane amount of value here, especially because there's not a Dromai on the field. He can do 1 card that, but he's going to have that Valiant Dynamo for the next turn here. So he's going to start off with a Spillblood. He's going to come in for 4 here. 4 Dominate. With Go again from that Agility token. Looks like he has another Take It on the Chin in his hand. We're going to look at his hand. We have a CNC, an E-Strike, a Billowing Mirage, Fate for Scene here. Okay, he's gonna use the Fate for Scene, so block the full 4. Think about the card on top. He's gonna get hit by a 5 Dominate Go again. The 5 Dominate, no Go again on the next hatchet. Let's see what else he can do. He just has 3 cards in his hand, knows there's one of them is an E-Strike here. Okay, it's gonna opt to the bottom. Here's the 5. 5 Dominate here. Still has the CNC, the Billowing, and that E-Strike. Hand does not look good here. So take the full 5 here, go to 5. Is he thinking about just CNCing? You do E-Strike for 7, put the Bellowing or the CNC on the bottom, depending on which one you want. Probably the Bellowing if you're going to keep one. There's no Go Again play to do with the E-Strike either. Five to 4 here. Looks like he was going with the Billowing Mirage. He's gonna pitch, make that Ashwing here. He's gonna come in for 3 with Go Again. Looks like we do another Take It on the Chin for Max. So block with a Spillblood. Ashwing's gonna come in 4-1 here. going to use one of your 2 take it on the chins. You can take it on the chin, swing the hatchet, the first hatchet into the Ashwing. You can use the hit and run that's in your hand to swing the second hatchet, and then attack with the third one here. Yeah, it has 2 take it on the chins, man. I think you just have to. I think you have to use one of them here. This is your way out. You can kill the Ashwing and present a decent amount. You can present 6 and 3, so you can present 9 damage to your opponent and kill the Ashwing here. And you're still going to retain another take it on the chin. He's going to have that E-Strike in his arsenal by Arthur here. Max still deliberating on what play he needs to be doing here. So take the 1, go to 3. There's nothing else Arthur can do. Max not being able to use either of those take it on the chins here. We're thinking about popping a copper token here. I don't know about not using that. Can you use take it on the chin on the Ashwing? I assume you can. Okay, he's gonna use the red hit and run here. It's like he's choosing Hatchet the Ashwing. And he's going to use the Brave Perturbation to pump to 4 here on the axe with 2 floating. One floating. Still has the other take it on the chin. Seems like not casting that ticket on the chin is a little bit of a mistake here from Max, not being able to. He'd be swinging 6 gear and then an additional 3, but he's just coming for 4 here on Arthur, not using that ticket on the chin. It's just over pitching for not a lot of value here. Looks like we have a Kyloria, a Yenderai, a Fate Foreseen, in the terms of Dominate, we've used 2 Spillbloods already, so there's only 1 left in the deck. We're probably about a good 30 some cards into our deck here as well. We'll block 1 with the Flame Skill Furnace here. Go to 2. Has a 5 card hand here. 2 to 3. How could Max get out of this here? See what Arthur can do here. Got 1 Ash. We know he has that E-Strike in his arsenal here. Looks like he has a Kyloria as well. Arthur thinking, deliberating here. You know Max has the take it on the chin in his arsenal here. That's going to be his third copy. So we go 5 go again, puts the Ender Eye on the bottom here. Blocks 3. He's going to take out on the chin here. Get that agility token here. Blaze for 4. If he blocks for 3 here, goes down to 2. Arthur can play that Kyloria, swing for 4. Max has one more. He has 2 cards left in his hand. He can block with 1 card and the Valiant Dynamo here. Yep, gonna block for 4 here with that into the swing. And the Valiant Dynamo has the agility token, so you can kill the Kyloria and then swing another 4. If he has a blue, use that Brave Forge Bracers. Coming for 4 here. We have Dromai, burn them all. Kyloria, sink below. Arthur thinking, this is just coming in for 4. Playing the burn them all out would force Max to go to 1. Doesn't have another take it on the chin. Has used 2 and pitched the 3rd one. How much does he value? Putting the sink below, blocking here, sifting the last card. That extra Kyloria, which is not going to do too much here. Arthur counting his deck, seeing what else he has left in this game, how many cards he knows that he pitched, what's left or what he could draw here. If he does sink below, okay, it's gonna block 3. Take 1 here. Go to 1. Valiant Dynamo is gonna reset here. Got the burn them all. Got the Dromai. Be 1 arcane and then 3. It's gonna send Max to 1. He can just block for 3 here. Can't just block with armor, he has to block with the card in his hand. Hold the line Glint and a Spillblood in hand. Is gonna have Dominate on the Hatchet. Glint to give it go again, and swing with the other Hatchet for another Dominate if he lives through the first. Max, thinking about the possibilities that it could be, because he does have the blue overpower in his hand, and he has the Tunic on 3, so if he could block with the Glint here, if he really wanted to. Then come in with the Spillblood. It's going to be a 4 off the Hatchet, and then he can +4. The only way he could get burned down is if he had a defensive reaction from hand from Arthur, and then played that Sink Below from Arsenal is the way he could lose that way. But if he does give it go again, multiple things would have to happen. Max Eachin delivering. Let's see what he ends up on here. So block with that blue overpower. Just banishes the top here. Has the 4. So now play the Spillblood here. Is an attack for 4 with Dominate. Arthur looks like he has Dromai, double Asvali, and another mystery card here. Arthur counting, thinking what he can do here. So block with the Uvia. Glint going to draw a card. Give it go again. So now use that Sink Flow. Ditch. Draws. Sigil. So coming with another Hatchet. 5 would Dominate at you. Is going to block with the Asvali and play the Sigil, getting the 3 life. It's going to take 2 down to 2. We all know what happened. The Sigil play at the end of Pro Tour LA had to draw it off the top with the Sink Below to win the game. Max here had a great run all the way through, but doesn't have any arcane barrier here. So come in with 3 here, and Arthur Arthur with the championship of the Pro Tour on the line. Let's go. Something I want to show. Let's go to Armada. Oh, DM Armada. Let's go. Media. Oh man, has it been a long time ago? Oh, it's right here. Let's just watch this here. Can we go full screen on this? One of the best edits I've ever seen from this PT. Let me move this up a little bit. I hope you guys can also hear this. But here we go. Goes to 1. One of the best calls I think I've ever heard. Probably Flesherblood's Lightning Helix moment, if you know that moment from Magic the Gathering. But Arthur, congrats on the Pro Tour champion. Amazing cast by Brian Gottlieb and Uber. I would definitely check out watching the entire finals with their casting as well, if you haven't already. Well, guys, that's going to be all the videos here for the Pro Tour in LA. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.